Have you ever found yourself in the midst of a storm of thoughts, where anxiety seems to dominate every breath you take? How many times has your heart raced in fear of the unknown? What if I told you that there is a prayer capable of calming even the most restless souls? Imagine finding peace that transcends human understanding, a safe haven in the midst of daily chaos. Have you ever stopped to think about the power that faith can have over your life? Feel the possibility of real, transformative relief now. Let this message awaken new hope in you forever. Today, I invite you to embark on a journey of faith and liberation, where each word is a step towards inner peace. You will discover how a sincere prayer can transform the weight of anxiety into a feeling of relief and hope. As you follow each moment of this video, allow divine light to illuminate the darkest corners of your heart. At the end, you will feel the presence of God embracing you and offering a path of renewal and true love. Trust that, at the end of this encounter, your soul will be free from the chains to live a full life. Anxiety can be compared to a gale that sweeps away our feelings, but imagine if God were the safe haven in the midst of this turmoil. Just as an anchor keeps a ship steady, faith stabilizes our hearts in the midst of life's uncertainties. Do you feel this connection? Let each word you hear here be like a balm, soothing your pain and renewing your strength. Let divine love penetrate your being and transform every fear into courage. Are you ready to feel the transformation and embrace the peace that God desires for you right now? In our walk of faith, God always invites us to experience a peace that goes beyond human comprehension. He assures us through Scripture that we should not allow anxiety to steal our serenity. We are reminded of the words of Philippians 4:6-7, which exhorts us not to be anxious, but to take our concerns to God, trusting that His peace will guard our hearts and minds. Like a beacon in the midst of darkness, this divine promise illuminates our paths and shows us that, even in the storms of life, we are never alone. Think of biblical characters who faced great challenges and found rest in the presence of the Lord, such as David, who trusted God in moments of deep anguish and uncertainty. As we reflect on these stories, we realize that the peace offered by God is an invaluable gift to those who place their faith in Him, allowing their lives to be transformed by divine love and care. This trust transforms fear into hope and anxiety into an opportunity for spiritual growth, opening doors to an inner renewal that only faith can provide. Feel this truth resonating in your heart as you open yourself to the peace that God desires for you, a peace that soothes and strengthens you in the midst of daily challenges. Can you imagine this serenity invading your life and bringing balance to every step you take? Visualize this peace as a soft blanket that covers every anguish, transforming uncertainty into confidence and tears into smiles of gratitude. Allow this message to penetrate deep into your being, awakening a renewed faith. By surrendering to divine will, you will find the strength to overcome every obstacle, realizing that even in moments of despair, hope always blossoms when we trust in God's unwavering love. Let this truth truly transform your existence. Prayer has always been presented as a powerful instrument of liberation, capable of transforming anxiety into an intimate dialogue with the divine. Matthew 11:28 reminds us that Jesus invites all who are burdened to seek relief in His presence. When we open our hearts in prayer, we allow hope to be reborn and every worry to be surrendered to the one who loves us unconditionally. Imagine a moment when each word spoken is like a stream of light, dispelling the shadows that anxiety leaves in its path. Have you ever felt this power in your life? Think of someone who, by turning to God in the midst of anguish, found strength to overcome seemingly insurmountable challenges. This testimony is not just a story from the past, but a reality that is renewed with each sincere prayer. The practice of prayer connects us to an inexhaustible source of peace and wisdom, transforming fears into courage and doubts into confidence. Each cry, each sigh, becomes a link that unites our humanity with the divine, creating a bridge of love and renewal. By allowing prayer to guide your steps, you become part of a spiritual movement that transcends time and difficulties, bringing with it the power to transform lives. Feel the presence of God in each word, and realize how, even in the darkest moments, the light of faith can shine brightly, illuminating the path to true freedom. Are you willing to experience this radical change within yourself? As you join me in this prayer, feel each word vibrate in your heart. Visualize the warmth of the divine presence enveloping you, like a comforting blanket that soothes all worries. Allow your mind to calm down and allow faith to fill every empty space left by fear. Imagine that, with each word you repeat, a new strength settles within you, driving away the shadows and bringing light to the darkest corners of your soul. Can you feel this transformation? Breathe deeply and let peace become your constant companion. May gratitude flood your spirit, and may each beat of your heart echo the certainty that you are not alone on this journey. Visualize a golden bridge connecting your desires to the divine promises, a safe path that leads you to a place of renewal and love. By surrendering yourself to this prayer, you become an instrument of healing and hope, capable of transforming not only your life, but also the lives of those around you. Lord, in this moment of silence I come before you, acknowledging my fragility and the intensity of the struggles I have faced. With a heavy heart and a mind full of concerns, I ask you to surround me with your loving presence. I feel the need to seek refuge in you, for I know that only in your arms can I find comfort for my soul. In this prayer, I put aside all masks and allow my essence to reveal itself, crying out for your mercy and comfort. I feel each beat of my heart as an invitation to draw closer to you, Lord, and find in your embrace the peace I so desire. You who know every anguish, hear me and welcome me with infinite tenderness. At this very moment, I surrender all my doubts, fears, and anxieties to you, trusting that your light will dispel all the darkness that surrounds me. Have you, who are with me, ever felt this divine warmth within yourself? Allow yourself to experience this unique and transformative experience. I surrender to you, Lord, all the concerns that have weighed on my heart. I place every restless thought, every sigh filled with anguish in your hands. I trust that you, with your infinite wisdom, will transform my fears into strength and my sadness into renewal. In every word I speak, I place my faith, for I know that your voice calms and guides. Let this surrender be the beginning of a journey of healing, where each challenge becomes a lesson of love. Feel how, as I let go of what torments me, a space of peace opens up, filling my being with the certainty that I am safe under your eternal care. Have you ever experienced this lightness when you let go of what disturbs you? Imagine the relief of knowing that you do not have to carry this burden alone, for God is always ready to support and restore. Lord, I cry out for a profound renewal in my life. I ask that your peace, which surpasses all understanding, flood every corner of my being. May each word of this prayer become a hymn of liberation, calming the turbulent winds that agitate my mind. Cover me with your grace, so that I may see beauty in the midst of adversity and transform pain into learning. With each breath, feel the pulse of your presence, guiding me toward a future filled with hope and love. May I, with each new dawn, experience the fullness of your promise and walk in the light of your truth, feeling enveloped by a divine embrace that strengthens me. Have you ever noticed how faith can transform your days? Allow the flame of renewal to ignite within you and release the courage necessary to move forward, overcoming each obstacle with the certainty that God is always by your side, guiding each step of your path with love and wisdom. As you join me in this prayer, feel each word vibrate in your heart. Visualize the warmth of the divine presence enveloping you, like a comforting blanket that soothes all worries. Allow your mind to calm down and allow faith to fill every empty space left by fear. Imagine that with each word you repeat, a new strength settles within your being, driving away the shadows and bringing light to the darkest corners of your soul. Can you feel this transformation? Breathe deeply and let peace become your constant companion. Let gratitude flood your spirit and let each beat of your heart echo the certainty that you are not alone on this journey. Visualize a golden bridge connecting your longings to the divine promises, a safe path that leads you to a place of renewal and love. By surrendering yourself to this prayer, you become an instrument of healing and hope, capable of transforming not only your life, but also the lives of those around you. Now, with a lighter heart, I invite you to delve even deeper into this prayer. Feel each breath as a divine breath that renews your inner strength. Allow silence to fill your thoughts and, at this moment, all doubts to be transformed into faith. As you repeat these words, visualize the light of God penetrating every part of your being, restoring that which has been broken and rekindling dormant hope. Have you ever noticed how, when you truly connect with the divine, every worry becomes smaller and every challenge more bearable? Reflect on the times when prayer brought you comfort and be inspired to move forward with courage and determination. Feel the depth of this experience, as if each word were a sure step towards spiritual freedom. Allow God's love to fill your being, transforming anguish into serenity and weariness into renewal. May this prayer become a constant practice, guiding your days with the light that only true faith can offer. Keep in your heart the certainty that, with each new dawn, you have the opportunity to begin again and flourish in divine grace. Close your eyes and feel the divine presence filling every cell of your body. Let each beat of your heart synchronize with the rhythm of God's love, bringing peace and security. Allow yourself to absorb the energy of this prayer, feeling how it dissolves all the barriers that prevent you from living fully. Are you ready to embrace this transformation? Visualize the light descending from the heavens, enveloping you in a warm and protective embrace. Trust that, at this very moment, all wounds are being healed and that a new cycle of blessings begins in your life. May this prayer be the seed of a lasting transformation in your life. Feel the divine call and let each word calm your soul, renewing your hope and illuminating your path with the truth and unconditional love of God. May the peace of God remain in your heart, guiding your steps with serenity and renewed faith. After completing this prayer, it is essential to cultivate God's peace in each day of your life. Start by dedicating a few minutes each morning to meditating on the Word, allowing the sacred messages to permeate your thoughts and strengthen your faith. The daily practice of gratitude is a powerful tool. Write down, even if silently, the blessings you receive, recognizing that each detail is a divine gift. Establish a prayer routine, setting aside moments of calm to talk to God and reflect on your achievements and challenges. Do you see how small gestures of faith can transform your day? Also engage in activities that elevate your spirit, such as listening to inspiring music, reading uplifting texts, and participating in prayer meetings. Each practice helps to keep anxiety at bay, allowing divine peace to settle naturally into your routine. Remember that inner transformation is an ongoing process, and that consistency in cultivating faith is the key to a life full of serenity. Try small changes today and feel the positive impact on your mind, body, and soul, creating an environment conducive to the blossoming of renewed faith and a peaceful heart. To maintain this peace throughout the day, remember to pause and breathe deeply whenever you feel the weight of anxiety returning. Each pause is an opportunity to reconnect with the divine and reaffirm your faith. Write down your reflections and prayers in a journal, allowing these words to become constant reminders of God's presence in your life. Find moments of silence amidst the daily rush, setting aside time to meditate and reconnect with what truly matters. Do you notice the difference these small habits can make in your spiritual journey? Allow the constant practice of these moments of prayer and gratitude to transform each day into an experience of renewal and serenity. Adopt these habits with perseverance, allowing each moment of silence to strengthen your connection with the divine and revitalize your spirit with each new dawn. Feel the presence of God in every second of your day. Stories of spiritual transformation abound and are inspiring. Many have testified how prayer freed them from the grip of anxiety, bringing renewal that transformed their lives. Think of that friend or family member who, in a moment of despair, found strength in faith to overcome challenges. Stories of healing and renewal are constant among those who dedicate themselves to the practice of prayer and meditation on the Word. These stories, which spread by word of mouth, serve as a reminder that God is always present, ready to listen and support every soul thirsting for peace. Have you ever heard a testimony that changed your perspective? Let these experiences inspire you to keep going, even when circumstances seem difficult. By embracing faith, ordinary people find the courage to face their fears and transform their destinies. Each story is living proof that prayer not only alleviates anxiety, but also ignites the flame of hope in our hearts. As you listen to these stories, feel the strength of a spiritual movement that transcends life's difficulties, bringing with it a power of renewal that deeply touches those who open themselves to divine transformation. May these testimonies encourage you to live with greater faith, to trust in the journey, and to realize that even in the darkest hours, God's light is always present, guiding our steps toward a future filled with blessings. Listen carefully to these testimonies, for each word carries the hope and strength of a transformative journey. People who once lived in despair have now risen with the help of prayer, finding purpose and renewal. Feel the power of these stories around you and allow them to inspire your own journey. May faith be reborn in your heart, illuminating your path and showing you that, regardless of the struggles, there is always a divine light ready to guide your every step. Let these stories fill your soul with confidence, reminding you that with faith, any challenge can be overcome and transformed into a blessing. Listen, feel, and allow your faith to grow stronger with each testimony. As we recap our journey, it is essential to remember that prayer is a powerful instrument of transformation and liberation. Each word spoken, each sigh of faith, has the power to renew your soul and drive away anxiety. God, in His infinite love, invites us to surrender our fears and worries, replacing them with a peace that transcends all difficulties. As you revisit the prayer we have just shared, allow this message to resonate in your heart, awakening the certainty that you are never alone. Feel the strength of this divine connection and allow it to illuminate your path, guiding your steps with security and love. Remember, true peace comes from fully trusting in the promise of God, who is always present, ready to transform each challenge into an opportunity for spiritual and personal growth. Reflect on each moment of this prayer, allowing its words to penetrate deeply into your being. May divine truth become a constant beacon, illuminating your days and warming your heart with the certainty of God's eternal love. May this message remain in your spirit, inspiring confidence and renewal with each new dawn, and may you always feel God's embrace in moments of your life. If this prayer touched your heart, I invite you to take a step of faith. Comment Amen in the comments to seal this sacred moment and share it with those who need this message of hope. Subscribe to the channel and activate notifications so you don't miss any encounter of faith that can transform your life. Share this prayer with your friends and family, spreading the divine light that calms anxiety and renews hope. Each comment, each like, is a testimony of God's power in our lives, and together we can create a chain of love and transformation that reaches the world. Are you ready to embrace this change? I invite you to reflect on the impact of this message and to make the decision to live with more faith and trust. Let this prayer be the beginning of a new stage, where God's love is manifested in every gesture and in every word. Your participation is essential so that we can continue to spread divine truth and transform the world, one heart at a time. Be the change you want to see in your life and in the lives of those you love. By sharing this prayer, you not only strengthen your own faith, but you also inspire others to find the same light that transforms shadows into hope. Each gesture, each word of support, creates a domino effect of love that spreads, touching lives and renewing spirits. Join this community of faith and let the positive energy multiply. Your voice is important, and your action is indispensable, so that God's message reaches every corner of this world, thirsting for peace.